Hello, welcome to Simply Liminal. My name is Stacy. This is my daily two-card reading for Thursday, June 27th, 2024. And I have to say, I really never expected to be using this card deck for readings on this channel. For many reasons I'm not going to get into. But I believe I have been very much directed to use this deck. At the end of my summer solstice reading or the Letha holiday celebration reading, I felt very much that Hecate was calling us into the things that we need to bring into us in this season. And this deck jumped out to me when I was ready to do readings for this week, or deciding on a deck that I was going to use for this week. So we are going to dive into this deck. This is the Oracle of the Hecatean Path, and it is by Ken Payne and Chris Butler. And what they say in their guidebook is, Hecate is complex and often misunderstood. She is a torchbearer, a cosmic world soul, guide, mistress of the restless dead, key bearer at the crossroads of life, death, and rebirth, and that she has adapted into many world cultures and spanned many, many centuries. And I say this with knowing that she could mean many things to other people, or maybe you've never even heard of her or her energy. This card deck is designed with 60 cards, and it's divided into 3 sections. The first section is epithets, which are ancient names or titles associated with Hecate. Then there are symbols, which are also associated with Hecate across time. And the last section are gods and spirits who have been associated with, merged with, or conflated with Hecate over the years. So let's take a look at this beautiful deck and see what our readings have in store for us for this week. This deck is a little bit shiny. I've never used it for card readings that I've videoed, so I don't know how it's going to come across on camera, but we are going to check this beautiful deck out and see what these messages are. I will say that you can pronounce Hecate any way that you want. You can say Hecate, Hecate, some people say Hecate. When I was quite young, like late teens, early 20s, the first time I seen her name, I thought it was Hecate. I usually say Hecate, but sometimes I say something different. So, as always, we're going to look at 2 cards. We're going to look at an energy card, which is the force that's directed towards us from the universe, and then I will look at a focus card, which is our intention, effort, or response that we put back into that energy. So let's take a look at our readings for today. Okay, that is our energy card, and then our focus card. All right, so let's see what our message is for today. One of the reasons that I actually named my card channel, this one's shiny, I'll do the best I can with the glare, Simply Liminal, was because I am a lover of liminal spaces. And if there is any goddess that is associated with liminal spaces, it is Hecate, or Hecate, however you want to say it. So let's go ahead and take a look at our energy card for today. We have growth. So this is the card that's Corey or Persephone, and the message is growth. And we'll see the artwork is beautiful. It depicts kind of her 2 sides, her goddess of spring with the blooming earth above, butterflies flourishing, and then we see her as the queen of the underworld, wife of Hades, with a more barren earth and death around her, both beautiful sides of a beautiful energy. So let me read this card to you. This card deck is very interesting also because it is written in multiple languages, which I really admire. It is in English, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, and in Russian. So I can only read English, but here we go. So the message here from the Corey Persephone card with the message of growth is, we may struggle to accept the inevitable changes that life throws at us. Torn from the sun and sky, then plunged into the hard dark of the underworld, Corey gradually accepted her new life and became Persephone, queen of the underworld, no longer meek and innocent, but capable of mature diplomacy and facing harsh realities. Like a seed, she sprouts and grows to bloom, then withers and descends, and then rises once more. So this is the energy that we have today to start off this week. So it is about growth, but it also kind of mentions like how she sprouts and grows, then withers and descends, and repeats that again. So it is cycles of growth as well. And this card is shiny for us, so we'll pay attention to that. So let's look at our focus card. We have the Apotropios, and the message here, or the title is Averter of Evil, and the message here is deflection. So this is really interesting. Let me get to that card. This is the number 13 card, which I always pay attention to when the 13 card comes up in any of my readings. So Apotropios, Averter of Evil, or deflection. It says here, as a guardian, warrior, and healing goddess, Hecate has a capability of deflecting negativity that can hinder or derail us from our path. Don't be fooled, however, into believing that this aspect of Hecate is a mollycoddler, for she will not keep you from those life lessons that are unavoidable or required for your development. Where do your negative influences originate from? Is your sense of feeling victimized justified? The goddess will shield you, but she won't keep you from experiencing the full range of life and emotion. So this is interesting because this is how we're going to work with this energy, but the energy is growth, and some of that growth might be difficult is kind of what I'm getting from this reading. Just with this card here, the Apotropios card is telling me that some of this growth that we're going to experience today might be uncomfortable, it might be bumpy, but it is something that we need to feel, we need to experience, and we need to work our way through to come out better on the other side, just as Corey does as she transitions to Persephone in her roles. So I hope you found this reading helpful. I hope you've connected with it in some way. I hope you're going to really find this card deck interesting and helpful. I definitely feel like this energy is calling to us. This card deck I always associate with more like shadow work or like the darker time of the year. I mean, officially we're just a week past the summer solstice. I mean, technically I guess the days might be starting to get very slightly shorter, but we are definitely in the period of light in the world. But this card deck is raising its hand and saying, it is my turn. I want to speak and send you messages. So I hope you found this reading helpful. I hope you connected with it in some way. Please like, please subscribe, please share. Please tell your friends about this channel so I can help it grow. Have a wonderful day. Blessings to you all.